Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Lake Laogai server. We are starting the episode up here behind the mountain range. I've been doing a bit of work off camera, probably not the work that I should have been doing, which is detailing that building and that building, but a bit of work nonetheless. I have been AFK at the gold farm for a start. And I have been putting in some more mountains. This now stretches as far as it will go in that direction, and stretches as far as it will go in that direction. I think we started this project in episode 2 or episode 3. I think the title is Out of a Molehill, and we are getting close to completion. Very close. I think this here will be the last one. This is the tallest peak, beats that peak over there by probably about 10-15 blocks, so not a huge height difference, but these three mountains here are all the same height, and that was a mistake, a very big mistake, because it's very noticeable when you stand down there. So what I'm doing is I'm filling in the background with another huge mountain to kind of take your eye off things. So yeah, as I say, this mountain is the last of the mountain making project. From then on, it's terraforming and covering things in grass and leaf blocks and all the pretty things. So let's flick this switch, start the timer, and this should all start working. There goes the water all the way down. Whilst we're up here waiting for that to do its thing, I've been having some computer issues recently. The ones that dogged me just before starting on the Lake server appear to be back. I have absolutely no idea what is wrong. I think it is a component being overheated. As such, what I've had to do is install some separate fan drivers and set the fan speed myself, so I currently have them running at 2000 RPM, so there might be a little bit of extra fan noise in the background. I will try my best to edit it out. I've also moved my microphone closer so that it picks up more of my voice over the sound of that, so hopefully this has all worked out and you don't hear too much background noise. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's just wait for this to get down to the bottom. We've got a couple of projects set up for today, one of which is a little bit redstone-y, and it's basically what I'm going to build is a proof of concept, and then I'm going to ask all of you, including the guys on the server, because I know that there's some people who are very well technically minded on here. I want them to come along and improve it, and I'm going to ask for some features in it that I think would be cool, but I am nowhere near intelligent enough to create. Let's just see this. We have Optifine back as well, so I can zoom. There we go. The start of a mountain. Right, I am going to leave this to run. How's the ping? Terrible as usual. Woohoo! Whee! I love this thing. Oh, invisible wall. Oh, it's all such a mess around here. I've actually got a design for the storage system that I want to build, so I think we can look forward to that in the next couple of episodes, maybe. It's going to be a big project, but I'm up for it. I will be building it above ground. I think that's going to be nicer. It's probably going to go in this kind of area here. I can't go too much further that way because I have to dig down. And there's actually, if you look over here, where all this nasty granite is, this is me starting to fill in the top of the river. So I can't go down too far over there. Hello, zombie over there. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up a few materials, set up my little proof of concept, and I will bring you back in when that is done. I'll catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, everybody, we are back standing in front of this magnificent piece of redstone wizardry. It's as wizardtastic as I can make it. This is basically an auto-crafting system, believe it or not. And it's not finished. I've left some of it open just so I can show you how it works. It's incredibly simple. But yeah, let's go through it. So basically what is going to happen is we're going to fill in these walls here, probably go up one higher as well, but yeah, you get the gist. We stand here, this will actually be raised up to here, water streams coming along here and here, pushing everything into the middle. I will put a sign here so that no water gets onto this spot. Then what we do is we flick this lever and wait for the horrendous noise. There it is. There it is. I'm going to turn this off, but I will show you that this redstone wire is connected up around here. It goes around the back. That is then connected into this little comparator clock, which sends out a pulse, quick pulse system, quick pulse clock thing over to here. There is one small issue in the fact that I actually need to do that, because if I do not, then that signal connects to this and this dropper will not fire. But if we flick this lever back on, we will now see everything is pulsing. Then what we need to do is, do I have everything on me? I do indeed. Let us make a little minecart here, and then let's put a hopper into it, creating a hopper minecart. Put this up here on this rail, that will shimmy backwards and forwards. Then what we need to do is, I believe it's these ones. Yes, it is. This is inspired by the fact that every time I go to the gold farm, I have to spend absolutely ages and ages crafting up all of the ingots and then all of the gold blocks. Which, you know, is an occupational hazard of having a gold farm, don't you know? But if we put that up there, and I'm going to want another block up there. Let's just fill these in quickly. And then what we should be able to do is that there, go over to this end, and do that there. And that there, and we've got two more, so let's do that as well, and that as well. And what we should hopefully see, yep, there we go, nuggets dropping into this. Now, this is going to take a while to fill up. The other way that I could do it is by making sure that I always have 8 shulker boxes full, and then putting the shulker boxes onto hoppers which would go into the back of here like so. So you'd have a shulker box on top of that there, which would then feed into there and into there. That is an option, but obviously sometimes you don't have all of that, but you want all the droppers to fire because that gives you a decent rate of nuggets coming out. Let's just fill this bottom bit in quickly. So we don't want any of that getting washed away when we put the water in. I do have a water bucket on me. How delightful. So let's put that in that end. Watch that flow. And we'll grab that and put you in that side. That should take everything into the center, and there we go. Nuggets for days. Let's turn that off because that is very noisy. Yeah, we will need this extra layer up here. Collected some nuggets there, so let's see if we can nope. That is useless. Do that, and then we should have a load more down here. So let's put you. Can we? We can't open you. That's that done, and this side as well. So that is all refilled. Right. Well, I'm going to let this fill up. Leave it running for a little while. That's it, my pretty. Grow for me. Grow up to be big and strong and tall. Yes. And... Go, 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 go. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And... There we go. Another layer is done. This is on an exceedingly long timer because it is so high. I've got 5 full stacks in the hoppers up there. Because if that doesn't happen, then we get... Is there a good example of it? Yep, so here you can see that we just have this large kind of drop-off. Where is it? Maybe that's not such a good example. Okay, over there. So this side here, you can see you've got 2 blocks tall, 3 blocks tall, etc, etc. That's because the timer was not on long enough and the lava doesn't have enough time to flow. Yeah, so that's why that's on an incredibly long timer. This is going to take a long old time. I believe it's something like 5 minutes per cycle. So you get 4 layers per in-game day. That kind of thing. So, not the quickest. Not the quickest. But it is the last one to do. Let's see. Can we be fancy? Probably not. Oh, we can. We can be fancy. Hooray. Right, let us... Damn, this place is looking good from up here. Yeah, I've been putting in some more grass over here. All of this here is hollow because of the thing that... There, that's a good example. Let's spin around. Here. So this is where the timer was not on long enough, and that happened over here as well, so I've had to kind of landscape it to death. Right, let's pop over here and check on how full our system is. Nice, droppers all full, hoppers all full. That is the best we can hope for, so let's put everything in here. Am I going to have enough room? Yes, I am. And then what we want to do is, we just want to do... that is not enough. Let me go and grab some more ingots out. There's some. Lovely. So, we want to do that. And then what we want to do is come over here. Sit in here. That should center us nicely. Turn this on. Open this up, and then all we should need to do is do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, 1. Okay, this isn't going as quickly as I wanted it to. Well, lovely, and then that is like that. So then we go there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. Lovely. Another stack. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And there we go. We're crafting things up nice and quickly. 2. So the inclusion of more droppers would speed this up considerably. So that's a thing to consider. We could maybe put droppers on this side as well and run the signal round. That would also work. It's maybe something to think about. Let's carry on crafting before these despawn. But yeah, this is a nice little proof of concept. As I say, full stack of diamonds to whoever manages to build this to my specifications. Good luck. Is that it? Is that it empty? No. Why aren't you... Square it into me. I think maybe... Yeah, knew it. Ghosting. Amazing. Right, so they are still all going and they're all piling up around me. I'm going to make a quick cut here. Get rid of this noise for you. And I will bring you back in once all of this is done. Catch you guys in a second. Okay, guys and girls, we're back. So I've just edited the previous clips of the video, and as I think I flashed up on the screen, I've upgraded my recording software. So I was on, I think it's ScreenFlow, I don't know, 4.2 or something, and I've now upgraded all the way to ScreenFlow 6. ScreenFlow is it's a desktop recording software. It's very, very good. I love it to death. Works brilliantly on the Mac because that's what it's designed for, and that's what I record and play on. No hate in the comments, please. I know you don't like it. But yeah, some of my settings didn't transfer over, and so I've been having a few hiccups, mainly with sounds and stuff. But hopefully that is all sorted out. We should be able to check if you can hear that. Then I fixed it. If you can't, I haven't. Yeah, that meant that I actually messed up a clip regarding a competition that I have set for this thing over here. Let me run over to it. So, as I said, this is a proof of concept. It is. I have seen things like this before. I can't seem to find any tutorials for them online, but I'm sure they exist. There was one, but it seemed incredibly slow for what I need it for. So, these are the rules of the competition. This is open to absolutely anyone. Anyone in the comments that can give me a world download, leave it in the comments. Just leave a link to it. I'll even be checking my spam folder to see if there's anything for it. Anyone on the server. Right. I would like something like that. I would like that concept, the ability to craft large amounts of items very quickly. I would like it to be built in here. This is a 7x7. You also have a 5-wide corridor going across here. You can use as much of this as you wish. You can just use this bit. You don't have to use the 7x7. It can be vertical. It can be horizontal. I do not mind. Things that I want from it are the ability to mass craft items like we did in here. I would preferably like this to load quicker. This probably is not the fastest way of doing this, and I'm not technically minded enough to make it work properly. Yeah, so I'd like it to load quicker. I'd like a better shulker box system up here. Possibly something like Croc's design that he has got out. Because I don't want these shulker boxes, when I break them, to go into these hoppers. I want them to go somewhere separate, or I want the nuggets to go somewhere separate, depending. Yeah, that's what I want. And if anybody on the server can come here and build something like that for me in this side of the building, anywhere along here, I do not mind. It doesn't have to look pretty. But if you do use building blocks, maybe use stone bricks because they will fit. If you manage to do it, I will give you a full stack of diamonds. A full stack. That is how much I want this thing. And how bad I am at creating redstone concepts. That is that. What else have I been up to? It's actually been quite a few hours. I went AFK over there to get the mountain to grow up, and then there was a problem with the timing system and everything broke down, so the mountain is nowhere near as big as I wanted it to be. But as you can see off there in the distance, this mountain is now covered in grass. This mountain is now covered in grass, and this one, and all the way around is covered in grass to the points that I want it to be. One exception is just here. That is that solid cliff face that I was talking about earlier, and that just needs to be terraformed in down to there. But for that to happen, I need to fill in the last of this lake. We have got a few minutes left of the video, definitely. So what I would like to do is I would like to crack on and try and put some of this detail in around as far as I can go before I have to finish, obviously, recording, before I have to edit and upload and all that kind of good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the leaves from these trees, I'm going to chop all the trees down, and then I am going to crack on and try and get as far as I possibly can with it. So I'm going to do that, and I will catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Doesn't really look like I've done anything, does it? Not until you get a bit closer and you can see all the leaf blocks. I've been plugging away at this for some time now. Maybe a couple of hours, and I've kind of got from just round the other side of this mountain here to all the way over to there. You can see in the distance. This takes a lot longer than I remember it. Although, to be fair, before I think I did that bit and a little bit of that bit. All of this was done off camera, little bits at a time. It's never really been something I've done as a job lot. Yeah, next step is to kind of put in some lighting, which at the moment is slightly difficult because we've got other people online, and they keep sleeping. And I'm not about to ask them to stop because they're obviously building somewhere or doing something that requires them to sleep. So I'm going to have to wait around for a little bit, and then I'll bring you back in once everything is lit up and I've done some bone mealing. So I will catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, everybody, we are back. I have been working for a couple of hours, and this takes so much longer than I remember. I was kind of hoping to get most of this done today, but it's not going to happen because I need to edit, render, and upload. But yeah, we've got reasonably far, I think. Like, all of this is now lit up. Still need some spots over here, but that is it. Or maybe a couple of spots there as well. Bone mealed all the way to here. All of the cobblestone blocks are done in there so that we get that nice height difference that we like. That's all fine and dandy. But yeah, as I say, that is the most I can get done today. I will, of course, work on this more off camera, and I will try and get as much done as I can. But as always, this is an ongoing project and one that will not be finished in a couple of episodes. Shall we? Oh, that's a lot of mobs up there, I would imagine. Can we fly from one of our towers? Let's have a check. Okay, not as high as I wished for, but Let's see what happens. And just as the rain comes, the mountain's growing up nice and tall. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, that is, sadly, the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed it... Oh, my good lord. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like. If you don't want to miss the rest of the series, then hit that subscribe button. And remember to tell your mother about all of the mountainy goodness we've got going on over here. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. Bye.